G'day and welcome to magnificent Sydney Harbour and to Spectre, one of our high-end sports cruises. So let's jump on board and get started. I've been living and boating on Sydney Harbour for over 20 years, and I set up Sydney Harbour boat tours to show visitors to Sydney those magical hidden places that I've been taking my family and friends to for years. There's a reason they call Sydney the Harbour City. It sits on the world's largest and most beautiful natural harbour, and it's an intrinsic part of our city. If you live here, it's part of your DNA. But if you're a visitor, it's a must-do experience. It's not only Sydney's jewel in the crown, it's a diverse and vibrant living, working harbour where there's never a dull moment. And capturing those surprising moments is what makes the difference between choosing a traditional harbour cruise or something really authentic and spontaneous. And that's what we strive for every time we're on the water. It's not just about seeing the harbour, it's about feeling it and connecting with it. And it all starts with having the right boat. Our vessels only take small groups, no more than 10, but on average, our shared tours accommodate 6 to 8, and our private charters are usually just couples or families. We own a fleet of high-powered but extremely stable sports cruisers, which are perfect for exploring the harbour. They're the fastest boats in Sydney, which means we go further than any other boat operator to discover all those special places deep inside this immense waterway. And we do it in a fun and exhilarating way, so our guests feel the wind in their hair and the sea in their nostrils. These classy modern boats have individual seating, sunroof, dining table, and of course, a couple of fridges for that icy cold drink. And there's full protection from the elements when necessary. Downstairs, we've got a daybed and a bathroom. This intimate cabin layout enables our amazing captains like Zane, who are also guides, to build a real rapport with guests, not only making them feel safe and comfortable, but also providing a wealth of knowledge and insights about our harbour's culture, its history, and marine life. And it's this local hospitality and their love for the place that's such an important part of the experience. So we've got amazing boats, incredible captains, and unique itineraries. We board alongside the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge. And we'll stop for selfies at the Opera House, a masterpiece of 20th century architecture. But that's just the start of the journey. It's the unexpected parts of the harbour that'll blow your mind. There's Australia's biggest naval base, and over 90 bays and 20 beaches. Sydney has some of the world's most expensive real estate, and these $100 million mansions sit right on the waterfront, so you'll get a bird's eye view of the lifestyles of our rich and famous. But we also visit areas where everyday Sydneysiders gather for swimming and leisure. In fact, the best part about private cruising is being able to tailor the experience to our guests' preferences, even on the day. So apart from sightseeing, we might stop for a spontaneous swim, or chill out with a drink on board, or head off to spot some local wildlife. We regularly see seals and dolphins, and from June to October, you can book private whale watching with us. But it's discovering the peace and solitude of some of these places that really surprises visitors here and makes our itineraries so different. Here, for instance, Store Beach, one of my favourite secret spots, and it's the home to a colony of little penguins. It's only accessible by water and is part of Sydney Harbour National Park, which has dozens of beautiful and secluded waterways like this. We're one of the few Sydney boat operators who are ecotourism certified. So we're passionate about connecting our guests to this incredible nature. We're also serious foodies, and a key part of any experience is the local produce. And here in Sydney, we get access to some of Australia's best. You can opt for our private half-day lunch safari, where we serve fresh seafood from the Sydney Fish Market and a gourmet picnic platter with local wines and beers. Or how about a glass of bubbles under the Harbour Bridge on one of our 90-minute private twilight cruises, or our champagne dinner experience. And if you're looking for a 5-star small group shared tour with like-minded travellers, our half-day lunch cruise is the best value on the harbour. So in conclusion, at Sydney Harbour Boat Tours, we create magical and unforgettable bucket list experiences, from stylish shared cruises to our tailored private collection, with a range of handcrafted itineraries designed for luxury escapes, romance, family and friends trips, or basically for any discerning travellers with a sense of adventure looking to discover a world less travelled. Well, I hope you've been inspired by this whirlwind harbour tour, and we really look forward to working with you in the coming year.